What are you looking for, baby butt? You're so beautiful. What are you? What are you doing? I think there's some bugs. I think there's like I don't know. I don't know what they are. They're like black and yellow, kind of like wasps, but I don't think they're wasps. Also, I'm unclear on what the difference between a wasp and a hornet is. Hey, Raphael, what's going on? Hey, David. Hey, Harry. Hey, Bread Roll. The gang's all here. Yasmin says, OMG, hey. Hey, Yasmin. Hey, Lexi. Oh, no. It was really overcast. I didn't put on any sunblock. And I came out here, and now it's all sunny suddenly. So, hey, Manders. Hey, Harry. Manders, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Or was it yesterday? Did I miss it? I'm not sure. Or was it Wednesday? It's 4:26 a.m. I'm sorry, it totally works perfectly. I do what I can. She does look really huggable, but she'll get annoyed with me. Wednesday. Okay, well, happy belated. She'll get annoyed with me if I start petting her. David, yeah, you are gonna get a top 5 comments. You're gonna get one this week. No, Edmund, I don't think I'm going to get Borderlands 4. I was kind of thinking about it, but a lot of the reviewers I trust were like, it's fun but forgettable. And I was never really a big Borderlands guy. As far as like looter shooters go, the one that I really loved was Destiny. I played Destiny like every day for 3 years. I loved Destiny. Where are we going, Leia? What's the plan here? Okay. All right, Leia. Okay. I can see that you're annoyed with me, so I'm going to go bother your brother, okay? Good girl. No, Maggie, I haven't gone to the P.O. box yet. I'm sorry, I have not. It the week I'm having. So I will definitely go to the P.O. box tomorrow. Like definitely, because I'm not working tomorrow. Isn't that right, Orchard Bug? So I apologize. Yeah, I don't know why this like cart. It's like a cart that I keep the pizza oven on. Has become his new favorite spot. So he kind of alternates between the cart and the bed, and that's it. And I posted an Insta story about it, and I was like, oh, I think I'll get like a piece of foam and cut it out and put it for him. And a lot of people were like, no, I think he actually likes that there's airflow underneath. So yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Mike Stiles says hello from Pittsburgh, PA. Well, actually from Johnstown. Well, Johnstown's 2 hours away from Pittsburgh. Mike, my parents lived in Johnstown for like 2 years. After they moved out of Pittsburgh, they moved to Johnstown for 2 years for reasons. So they had a house like kind of like right by the wire factory near the river. Anyway, they don't live there anymore. Poppy, real name, or Poppy nickname, real name Leia. Well, hey Leia, or Poppy, whichever you prefer. Thank you, Squish. Carmack, hello from Oman. Wow, I think you might be the furthest. Any updates on the comfy socks Leia buried? I'm not going to find them, Harshita, until winter. Until vegetation starts dying. I'll probably find them, but it won't be until then. Guys, I'm supposed to be Twitch streaming right now. I had a Twitch stream scheduled, but my wife's best friend is visiting us, and she is a working therapist, and she's staying in our guest room is like right next to my gaming PC, and she's like seeing patients virtually right now. And I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't be yelling at my computer screen and my chat while that's happening. so we're up here on the deck doing this stream, which is good because I had to last minute cancel the YouTube live yesterday, which I apologize for. So, yeah. J9, yeah, it's totally okay. Yeah, if you work at a vet, absolutely. Fabian, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, Lori, I actually, if you look on my Instagram right now, um, you'll see. Maggie, I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard me. I said I will 100% be going to the P.O. Box tomorrow because I'm not working tomorrow. So absolutely, I will do that. But Lori, to respond to your comment about Archer's tail looking magnificent, it is. I actually posted a little Insta story yesterday where they were at one of the treat stores, and their tails just looked extra fluffy, and they were wagging so much. I kind of want to put it in a video, but it's only like 15 seconds. I might just upload like a 15-second YouTube short of them. Yeah. Stormy, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Well, here's the thing. Maggie, who's in the chat right now, very generously um, sent me several gifts in the P.O. box. I have no idea what they are. And Maggie, correct me if I'm wrong, but like there's one waiting for me to pick it up. And then you sent another that I'm going to get next week. And then Mom's the Boss, I don't think she's in the chat right now, but she let me know that I have another package on the way. So you guys are so generous. Thank you so much. I don't deserve you. Are you ever going to get another Husky? Is 2 already a handful? I mean, 2 is definitely a handful. I actively want another Husky. Oh, Haley, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. That's very sweet of you. At the Discord derp level, yeah, you have access to the subscriber-only channel on the Discord server now. Need a reel of Archer and his toots. He doesn't fart all that often. I mean, he does fart regularly, but it's rare. It's rare. Yes, Jessica, those feather dusters do knock stuff off all the time. Archer more so than Leia. Andrew says, I would die for your derpy little goober dogs. I mean, so would I, frankly. But would you live for them, Andrew? What don't you put those POV cameras on them and vlog their day about, and voiceover will be so fun. You know, Ishmin, it's just a time thing, honestly. It's just a time more than anything else. It's okay, Bread Roll. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you did. I appreciate you. Yes, Edmund, my cats were strictly indoor cats. Yes. Karmic, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. What's with the update on their plushie? Ishmin, I have no idea. I approved the 2D drawing early July, like July 9th, I think. And then I checked back in with them on August 9th because I was like, hey, it's been a month. I haven't heard anything. And then she was like, hey, as soon as we have the pictures of the prototype, I'll send them to you. It's been another month, and I'm kind of afraid to email them again. But yeah. Hello, Siberian Derpskies. This is the first time I'm chatting here, but I just wanted to say thank you for making me laugh recently. Had a pretty rough breakup recently, and your videos helped me. Dead Ninja, that is so sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that you had a rough breakup. I promise you, it might not feel this way, but you are better off in the long run. And thank you for your kind words. I'm happy we could help however. Jordan asks, how did you pick Spartacus and Roxy's names? Well, Roxy, my sister actually picked that name. I went with Spartacus because Spartacus was a very tiny little girl kitten, who was afraid of everything. And I thought it would be funny the juxtaposition of giving her this name of this infamous Roman gladiator and leader of a slave rebellion. Just, I don't know, kind of made me giggle. that she's just this like tiny kitten who was afraid of everything. So, are you living alone together with Leia and Archer? Isn't it hard to take care of them alone with work and all? Well, Jonathan Johansson asked that. I'm not just speaking in the third person. No, I am married. I do have a wife. Maybe? I don't know. Again, I've not seen any like physical evidence of her, so maybe I made her up. Maybe it was all a dream. I don't know. But no, it's not bad. I mean, I own my own business. I work from home. So I'm able to kind of schedule around taking care of them. Yeah, Rachel PDX, that's my entire point. Like, have you seen the movie Shutter Island? Might be that, you know. I used to make huge ice cubes with treats in them for my dog. Would your two children enjoy that? I don't know, Rockarola. Archer, maybe. Leia, probably not, actually. Thank you, Jonathan. Because of you, my husband is all for getting another husky. Maggie, you're going to end up with a Leia. I know you've told me your husky's very lazy. You're going to end up with a Leia. Your second husky will almost certainly be the world's most demanding husky. I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I love this for you. I do want you to be prepared. Like, lightning doesn't strike twice. So, do the dogs like you or your spouse more? I would say evenly, but we have like, I don't want to say very different relationships, but they treat us in unique ways. Like Leia grumbles at me all the time. She does not grumble at my wife. So, as a non-Seattle native, when does winter start to roll in? Well, winter doesn't really exist in Seattle. So it'll sometime around mid-October, it's going to turn into November, and it will stay November until like mid-April. So, yeah. I mean, Jordan, I'm just telling you, winter isn't really a thing in Seattle. Around Seattle, surrounding Seattle, certainly. But in Seattle, it's just kind of like, it's overcast and rainy. And it's a damp cold. My husky Cyrus, or Cyrus, is a cuddle buddy and will come on your lap, roll and kiss. Also, he cries if anyone goes anywhere. Ishbin, that's beautiful. That's so cute. Jordan, this is my point, okay? You're like, I've lived here my whole life. We have a winter. Then you don't know what winter is. Because you've lived here your whole life. All right? Seattle doesn't have winter like other places have winter. How many did you move? Because in the old vids, it's a lot different. Well, when Leia was a puppy, we lived in an apartment. And then we rented a house for a year. And we were living in that house when we got Archer. And then when Archer was about 6 months old, we moved here. So, yeah. Okay, well, Jordan, you were just like, Seattle totally has a winter. It doesn't. Sounds like Scottish weather, lol. You know, Susan, I've talked about this a lot, but my family, my dad is from the north of England. And so I keep his hometown in my phone of the weather app. And like 9 days out of 10, the weather is identical. Seattle weather and the weather in the north of England, which is, you know, close enough to Scotland. When was the last time you went to Vancouver, Canada? I don't know, Edmund. That's a good question. Pre-pandemic. No, like 2018, maybe. What is the most precious thing your monsters have destroyed? Not much, actually. I mean, like a couple of television remotes. That's it. I got very lucky with them, but like tried to get in front of them, like chewing and destroying things. Actually, the most expensive is probably this fence. They put a bunch of holes in this fence, and that we haven't fixed it, and it will probably cost like a couple $1,000s to fix. Just came from the TikTok story here for the rest of this and the Twitch stream. Thank you, Caleb. Where are you from originally? Rachel, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Jordan, they have escaped. Well, Leia escaped, and she just went to the neighbor's house, like literally the next door neighbor's house, to go play with their cat. So that's it. That is the extent of their escape. I'm very lucky. My huskies aren't flight risks. Like they They want it, they need to be close at all times. Are you gonna fix that hole that Leia has dug also? Nah, probably not. Pretty lazy. Would you recommend to get a Husky or no? I mean, Jonathan, that really depends on how much time you have. I would just say if you're prepared for how much work they are and how much time you need to spend with them every single day, then yeah, go get a Husky. But they will challenge you. They will challenge you in ways that a lot of other dogs won't. I don't want to say like most other dogs, but a lot. Doesn't Leia have a boyfriend next door? Yeah, but she's got a boyfriend on like every block, kitty. She does. The next door boyfriend is named Simba, a beautiful, stunning Belgian Malinois. Lucas says, greetings from Poland, Jonathan. Greetings, Lucas, from North Seattle. How many partners does Leia have? I've lost count, Ishmeen. Are Archer and Leia typical Huskies? For some reason, I pictured Huskies as very aloof, but Archer and Leia seem super friendly and kind. They love people. I don't think Huskies are particularly aloof. They do get compared to cats a lot because they're not typically cuddly in the way that, like, they're not really dogs who, like, want to crawl in your lap. There are exceptions to that. I know of people with, like, super cuddly Huskies, but they're very loving. They're very friendly. And, like, Archer in particular, like, he gets upset if I, like, go in the basement or if I'm in the bathroom. Thank you, Squish. You do God's work. I call my Husky a cat all the time. Yeah, Maggie. No, they are very cat-like. Do you have an English passport? Ever entertain the notion of leaving the U.S.? Crits, I do actually have an English passport. I only used it one time ever. I was backpacking through Europe, and this is before Brexit. And there was a really big line for, like, foreign passports, and there was a really short line for EU passports when I was traveling between countries. And I was like, well, I'm getting in this short line. And that is the only time I ever used my British passport. But I have one. I keep it up to date. I renew it whenever it expires. And no, I've not seriously entertained moving out of the U.S. I mean, I'm a homeowner now. I'm pretty locked in. It's kind of hard to get out of that. Why is Archer called Bug? When he was a puppy, he was a big-time snuggle bug. I'm talking like when he was like, he stopped being a snuggle bug when he was like 4 months old. So it was only like 6-8 weeks, something like that. But the nickname stuck. I love your bond with them. Thank you, Solo Butterfly. That's very sweet of you. I love my bond with them. Hello. It's 3 a.m., but I saw Archer in the thumbnail, so I feel the need to be here instead of sleeping. Good day. Thank you, Inanna, but, like, take care of yourself first, all right? This is going to be a VOD. It'll live on as a VOD. You can watch it whenever you want to. Poppy Payne asks, what brought you to Seattle? My wife, actually. We were dating in D.C. I lived in D.C. for a long time. And she got a job out in Seattle. So we were long distance for a year. And I flew out here once a month for a week. And then I was like, well, I should either move or break up with her. And I went with move. So, how did you and your wife meet? We were co-workers. It was quite scandalous, Edmund. How are they with your new car? Getting better? Lisa, very much no. Not at all. But, like, to be honest with you, it's my wife's car, so, like, she takes it to the office every day, and so I don't have it during the day for errand running or anything like that. I only really have it on the weekends, and then she goes hiking most weekends. And the reason we got the car was, like, so that she could go into the mountains. So I actually haven't had that much opportunity to put them in it. So they've only been in it like 2.5 times. But we need to get them used to it. So once the hiking season's done, she probably won't be going anywhere on the weekends. And then but the hiking season goes until like mid-October. So yeah, he's such a good boy. Look at his big floofy tail. Look at his floofaloof tail. I'm obsessed with his tail. Jordan, it's more Leia that gets upset by change than anything else. I have a friend that had what she termed a defective husky, Aiko. Aiko didn't like cold and or wet weather. She preferred warm or hot weather and would even wrap herself in blankets. That's cute. Yeah, huskies are just weird. I've had a bad day. Can you give Archer's toe beans a little boop, please? I can. Boop. I'm sorry you had a bad day. Every season is hiking season if you have the layers. Well, not in the mountains, no, Black Star. Like, Black Star, like, the passes become impenetrable. Like, you literally can't walk on them because there's so much snow and ice. So. Hey, guys, I'm going to talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go put a hat on. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Everyone, I apologize. I'm sorry. I was just sat in the sun, and I know I burn pretty easily. So I'm just trying to avoid that. Hi, everyone. Finally managed to catch a stream. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. This card is the perfect thing you need when you take Archer and Leia for a walk, when Archer decides he's not going to continue walking. I don't think the wheels are really cut out for the distances that we put down. Yeah, Crits, he's really used to me just kind of like messing with him. Did you also put on sunscreen? No, Marie. It takes too long. I don't want to make you sit here for like 5 minutes while I put on sunscreen. My dog is named Dunkin' Donuts. And he has beagle ears and a fluffy tail from his German Shepherd part. He's part German Shepherd, part beagle, and plot hound. I love your videos. I've been a subscriber for a while. Well, thank you so much. It's really sweet of you, Jules. Is he sleeping on the barbecue rack? No, this is I mean, it's just a cart, but it's for the pizza oven. So I don't know, Karmic. I have no idea if Archer and Leia are related to Togo. The weather's wonderful, Kitty. I mean, it is turning. It is cooling. It's noticeably like late summer, early autumn. But it's nice. It's comfortable. I'm in a t-shirt. I'm good. He sure looks comfy there, Lo. Yeah, I mean, he does. Yeah, he really does. So. What's the most unusual dog you've met out and about? For me, it's the Komondor that looks like a large white mop that has come alive. I have no idea, Crits. Actually, I encountered a wolf dog at the dog park. Beautiful, very well behaved, massive dog, massive. Like Archer's a big boy. Archer's 80 pounds, and this dog was like easily double Archer. Humongous dog. This wolf dog, and very, very, very well behaved. Jennifer, Leia is right over there. She's snoozing between the house and the couch. We can go hang out with her. Hi, Leia. Leia, don't move, okay? Don't move. We're just going to hang out with you here. And you're kind of in the perfect spot because you're in shot. You're in frame, Leia. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful, Leia. I love you. I'm just going to give you little scritches. I know you're so annoyed with me. I know I love you so much. How much does Leia weigh? She's about 50 pounds. 50. No, that's wrong. 55 pounds. Yeah, she is Sharky. She's just Sharky, G-Pon. She just, like, she just wants me to leave her alone. Hey, John, been a sub for a while. My family used to own a white and dark gold husky named Rose. She passed away recently, so I watch your videos to remind me of her. She was a very sweet puppo. Oh, Christian, thank you so much. I'm so sorry for your loss. It's so hard. It's so hard. My boyfriend has Great Danes. They can stand up on their paws on his 6'3" shoulders. That's awesome, Lexi. I love that. That's so cool. Does Leia get Sharky with my wife, too? She does not, Summer. Leia literally only gets Sharky with me. Literally just me. How often do you end up with floof in your mouth? Yes. Ida. Yes. Coming from a double husky feller, I love your shorts. Thank you so much, Sticky Green. Jonathan, Leia needs a pillow. I mean, Maggie, she will ignore me. If I try to put a pillow under her, she's just going to move. She's going to move somewhere else. I promise you, Maggie, if she wanted a pillow, she would take one of those pillows and put it right here. It's the same thing with, like, Archer in the cart, where I'm like, that seems really uncomfortable to me, but he loves it, so. Moon, I actively want cats. Stemba says, sir, I have beef to pick with you. Last week, you haven't posted for like 4 to 5 days. Don't you understand that people depend on your channel to remain sane? Well, Stemba, I will have you know that I only didn't post for 3 days last week. It was Friday, it was Saturday, it was Sunday. And also, on one of those days, I went live right here on YouTube. So that counts as a post, which means I only didn't post on Saturday and Sunday. And then on Monday, I posted twice. Twice! How dare you come at me, sir? I didn't think Leia was an Agouti until you said it in your last stream. I think I'm just used to seeing them with those prominent masks on their face. Well, you know, Leia's got a pretty good mask on her face. That's how my Belgian Malinois is the exact same. She's a mama girl and gives me the biggest attitude. Oh, I love that, Jennifer. Top comment video. Savannah, it's done. It's in the hopper. I'm going to post it today. So, yeah. Yes, I will be posting it today. I literally just need to finish the captions on it. Captions take me forever. You guys won't care. This is very, like, how the sausage is made. But I have a new system for doing captions, which takes longer. They were already the longest thing that I worked on. But it takes longer, but it means that they can be in 4K on every platform, including, but not limited to, YouTube. And I think you guys would want it in 4K. I just assume you'd want it in 4K. Am I wrong? You don't want 720p. So, yeah. There's some unhinged ones. Well, I mean, it is edited, Manders. It's done. It's edited. I just need to do the captions for it. Maggie, how dare you? That's a great point. You'll see it next week. Thank you, Patricia. That's very sweet of you to say. I spent so much time on those captions. Those captions take me forever. And there are ways to do it quicker, but each one of them has like a downside. each one of them has an unavoidable downside. Like, I could just auto-generate them and be done with it, but then they wouldn't be in complete sentences. They would get some words wrong, because auto-gen captions always get some words wrong, and they wouldn't have any emoji or like punctuation, and that bugs me. So, and the timing would be off a little bit too. Do you do it on your phone? Yeah, usually I do it in CapCut. I do my captions in CapCut. So, I mean, the way I make them is I auto-gen the captions, and then I hand edit the auto-generated ones, and then I will adjust them for timing to make sure that they actually appear when I'm saying the things that I say. And I do that because I'm a crazy person. Dark Crazy Man, $2 super chat. Luna, my clique guy, says hi, LOL. Thank you so much, Dark Crazy Man, and thank you so much, Luna. I'm sorry, Rachel. I don't know how to help you with that. I don't. Sticky Green with a $5 super chat. Keep the content coming. I will, Sticky Green. Can't stop, won't stop. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Al Zabi, Leia is 7 and Archer is 6. So Jessica, I've done some, that had nothing to do with my captions. I've done some more research on it, and my drop, YouTube analytics are so weird. I actually haven't lost views overall. I've lost views from new viewers. So like my overall views are still quite healthy, but it's all returning viewers. So it's all people who like already subscribe to Archer and Leia. So Sunasoy with a super chat of 1,000 Costa Rican. I don't know what the C stands for. Cute babies. Greetings from Costa Rica. Thank you so much, Sunasoy. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, the algorithm's really screwed up. They pushed an update in like mid-August, so a little less than a month ago. And there are smaller creators. I'm not a full-time content creator. I have a full-time job on top of this. So I'm okay. But there are smaller creators who are like, I'm a full-time content creator, and they make just enough money to like pay their rent and etc. And then YouTube made this content change, this algorithm change, and they're like, the money just dried up. I feel so bad for those content creators. And like, in the grand scheme of things, like I have less than 230,000 subscribers. I'm still a quote small channel, which is crazy, just crazy to think about. And so there are creators out there who have like 150,000 subscribers, and they just like, they can't do it anymore. They just lost all their money. Because they can't, yeah, I know, it's crazy, Doomsday. I know, when I say it out loud, it sounds stupid. But then there are people out there, the Mr. Beasts of the world, you know. Abhishek says, oh, hey, look who's live. It's me, Abhishek. I'm live. He is under a pizza oven. Thank you, Ida. JJ Unagami, $5 super chat. Excited for spooky season. Also, any recommendations on booties? Would love to get some for our Akita, especially when it's hot here in the PNW. You know, I've never used booties on Archer and Leia. I know they would be annoyed by them. Lisa, the cat on the roof is the first and only time I have ever seen a cat on that roof. So, he's not been back. I've not seen him since. Beautiful cat. Marade says, what's the story with the DuckTales song? I wish there was a better story, honestly. I really wish there was a better story. It's just, I work from home. I'm home all day with the Huskies. I sing to myself a lot, and just one day I kind of noticed that Leia reacted to it. That's it. Dahlia says, I'm really glad to have found a creator with a good moral compass. Wish more people spent time appreciating creators who deserve it instead of some of the people who have a platform. Well, thank you, Dahlia. I assume you're talking about me. I don't know if that's a non sequitur. Like, who's this creator you found with a good moral compass? I mean, I think I have a strong moral compass, but a few of you have found my personal Instagram, and a few of you see my politics posting. So, I don't know where you lie on the spectrum, but I've received a lot of messages in the past couple of days that one person told me they're going to pray for my heart. Abhishek, thank you so much with a $5 super chat. Beautiful day outside, so thought I'd share the joy. Thank you, Abhishek. Isn't it? You're in Sweden, aren't you? Isn't it after midnight there? Isn't it like 1:30 in the morning there? Thank you, Valerie. That's very sweet of you to say. Or you're in Switzerland. You're in Switzerland. I'm sorry. I thought you were in Switzerland. It's 9 p.m. Is it really? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, I don't know where my head's at. Thank you. Thank you. I meant day metaphorically. Okay, yeah. I'm so jealous, Abhishek. Geneva's like one of my like top 5 cities I want to go to. Never been. Betty says, hello from the UK. Had a poopy day, but blessed by Huskies, so not so bad after all. I'm sorry you had a poopy day. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you're here. Hope we can help. I mean, Summer, it's fine. Like, it came from a nice place. The person who told me that is, like, deeply, deeply, deeply Christian. And they earnestly believe that I will burn in hell for all of eternity if I don't change my politics. And that's actually, like, a nice thing. Like, I disagree with them, but it's a nice thing. They earnestly believe that, so they're praying for my heart, and I think that's wonderful. So I wasn't, like, mad at them. I wasn't annoyed. I did think it was funny, but yeah. Maggie says, you really should make a Leia and Archer kids book. I want to, Maggie. I really want to. I have so many ideas for it. Are you in the U.S. or Canada? I'm in the U.S. I'm in Seattle. Maraday says, love your obsession with your Huskies, because I am too with mine. I mean, look at that beautiful sleeping face. I agree, Maraday. Couldn't agree more. I mean, let them pray, you know. Just in case my God judges me badly, there's got my back. Yeah, exactly, Abhishek. Exactly. Jonathan at CC. Hi, CC. Welcome to the chat. You're in Seattle? Time to cross over with Mr. Maple and the guide dog of Paul. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. I see their videos. They're wonderful creators. I will not be doing a crossover post with them because Leia and Archer. I'm not going to single Leia out, but they're not. I don't trust them around guide dogs. It wouldn't be good. They'd be like, we're gonna play and or fight, and either one is bad. So, yeah. To feature the monsters on a girl with the dogs. Yeah, she's in Canada too. So wrong side of the country, wrong time zone, and wrong country. So this made my day. I just had a really bad day and just got home and saw you post it. Give Leia and Archer boobs for me. I will, CC. Of course I will. I'm so sorry you're having a bad day. Hope we can help in whatever small way we can. Mamasaurus Bear 64. Ah, my first live with the Derpskies. Well, welcome, Mamasaurus Bear 64. Wish I could send photos. My family had a Husky when I was little. Absolute terror and great loving bear at the same time. You know, Jennifer, just throwing this out there. In the Discord server, the Siberian Derpskies, discord.gg/Siberian Derpskies, we have a pet pics channel, and it is my favorite channel. I love it when people post pictures of their pets. So, just throwing that out there. It's my favorite. Like, sometimes in bed at night, I'll just scroll through that channel and look at people's pets. So, it sounds very creepy. But I guess that's what you're doing right now. You're looking at my pets. So, solidarity. Who are you to judge? Is it a members Discord? No, Valerie. It's free for anyone to join. It's there. There is a subscriber only channel for YouTube channel members and TikTok or Twitch subscribers. Thank you, Squish. Squish just linked it. Discord.gg/Siberian Derpskies. Hope everyone is having a wonderful time zone, says Marie, and a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Marie. You do too much, though. You spend too much money on me, Marie. So let's cool it. Let's pump those brakes. I appreciate you, but this isn't why I do this. I don't do this to peddle the super chats. I do this to hang out with you guys. Hello. My second live here from Pennsylvania. Hello, Jill. Whereabouts in Pennsylvania? I'm a Pittsburgh boy, born and raised. No, that's Ono Life. You did not miss the Top 5 comments video. I haven't posted it yet. No, I don't care. You go screenshot away, Jessica. Go nuts. What do you do for your day job? Digital strategy, digital and content strategy. Patricia, I have, I own a small agency, which sounds very impressive when I say it like that. But it's actually just me and a laptop and a network of contractors. I also am from the greater Pittsburgh area. Nice, Nate. Well, I'm from Mount Lebanon, the South Hills of Pittsburgh, which you should be able to tell from my complete lack of a Pittsburgh accent. Nobody from Mount Lebanon has a Pittsburgh accent. It's crazy. As soon as you go into Dormont, everyone has a Pittsburgh accent. Everyone's gone downtown and that. But in Mount Lebanon, everyone's like, oh, good heavens. Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. That's all the way, that's north of Philly, right? Is it not? Jill, did I make that up? I don't have a Pittsburgh accent either. Yeah, well, I mean, you said you were from outside of Pittsburgh. What, like Washington County? Were you like Peters Township? Go Stillers. Yeah, how about them Stullers? How about them Stullers and that? Originally from Danville, PA, near Bloomsburg. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Know where that is. I mean, Eastern PA is like a black box for me. Like, I've only been there a handful of times. My sister lives in Philly, but that's it. I want a Husky so bad, but I don't think I've ever met a Husky here in Trinidad. I don't know. I've never been to Trinidad, Dahlia. So sorry. I think I spelt Leia's name wrong in my previous post. Sheffield, UK is cold and rainy tonight. Love to the Huskies. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate your apology for misspelling Leia's name. I am going to need you to leave the live, though. This is, we have rules here, and you get a single mistake and you're out. So, apologies. How about them Packers? Let's go. I had a Husky named Mario. I had to put him down to 14 due to hip dysplasia getting so bad. I'm so sorry, Michael. That's so hard. That's so hard. I'm kidding. You don't have to leave the live. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Found an awesome stream game for you if you ever want to do a Leia week. It's called Date Everything. No spoilers. No, I really want to play Date Everything. I would love to play Date Everything, actually. It looks incredible. Abhishek. Yeah. Do you miss Pennsylvania? Not really, Jill. I mean, I love Pittsburgh, but I have a really great relationship with it now, where I go once every other year for like a 3-day weekend, and I see all of my friends, and I have a great time, and then I leave. I think if I lived there, it would grate on me. Mariday, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It says, for some Husky Treatos. Guarantee you I will spend that on the Huskies. Do the dogs still fight over you each weekend? Yeah, pretty much every Saturday morning. Black Star, how dare you? Mods, please ban Black Star for insubordination. Chloe Barnett asks, do you like any British sitcoms? If you do, which ones? P.S. I love your videos. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I will say this. My parents grew up watching exclusively British television. Like, that was all they watched. Because my dad was British, and my mom was an Anglophile. So, because my mom was like 5 years old, and she watched a James Bond film, and she was like, I'm going to marry a British man. And she did. Good on her. She manifested that. My favorite is an oldie but goldie, Jeeves and Wooster. That's not Hugh Laurie and something Fry. Stephen Fry. LOL, your mom is living proof dreams come true. Well, you gotta work for them. She went to Europe, found a man with a British accent, and was like, done. Found him. So, yeah. How is your mom? She's doing okay, Anders. Thank you for asking. Oh, have you been to the UK? I spent a lot of time in the UK. Yeah, my dad's from the UK. His entire family still lives there. So, yeah. As a British woman, I wish American men loved me. They just say my voice is freaky and that tea is bad. Okay, well, your voice is freaky. Who's giving you that feedback? These are monsters. I don't understand the tea hate. I genuinely, I love tea. I don't understand the tea hate. What I will defend is that like mainstream tea in America is like really bad. It is really bad. Like kind of like the default tea that you get is Lipton's, and it tastes like very tinny to me. It has like a metallic taste, and I'm just like, this is gross. Now look, it's 2025. You can get great international food and drink in pretty much any city in America. Well, Crits, I'm the wrong guy because again, I have a British family. So of course I have an electric kettle. Of course I have an electric kettle. However, I will say most Americans don't have an electric kettle. A majority of Americans do not have an electric kettle. Yeah, I mean, I've already had 2 double espressos today. So, yeah. It is her sleeping, Sandrina. Yeah. We use the microwave. Black Star. That's so grim. That's so... You boil water in the microwave? Black Star, that's so grim. I don't know why. It just feels very third world. Just... Back in my day, we had to boil the water in the microwave. Listen, Valerie, I'm gonna tell you, if you move to the States, if you just move to the States, your British accent will make you 5 times hotter than whatever your baseline level of hotness is. Period. End of sentence. Listen, my dad's entire brand and a lot of his career was built on the fact that people were charmed by his accent. I don't know what to tell you. Hi, from New Hampshire. I love watching the Insta stories to wind down for the night. Love and Tritos to Archer and Leia. Thank you so much, Native Texan. It's very sweet of you. Do you have a Breville machine? I do, Summer. I have whatever the cheapest Breville machine is. I think it's like the Barista Express. And even that was like really expensive. But I had such a bad Starbucks habit that I did the math, and it paid for itself in 6 months. So that should tell you how much coffee I have. But yeah. Setiesh says, hi from Tehran. Hey, Setiesh. Thank you for being here. I'm Asian. We use a gas kettle to boil water. I mean, that's... weirdly, my family in England still uses a gas kettle. So, yeah. What's your Starbucks order? Okay, Sandrina, all right. I know people are going to be like, this is gross. I hate this. But, and I understand. I fully appreciate that, like, it is... 99% of people are like, this is disgusting. But I really like the soy milk from Starbucks. I'm not like a soy milk guy. I don't have soy milk anywhere else. But there's something about the flavor of the soy milk from Starbucks that has a little bit of a sweetness to it. So my Starbucks order is a venti quad soy latte. So 4 shots, venti, soy milk latte. Now, and again, I totally appreciate that, like, that is, like, nobody else. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's the best, you need to try it. It scratches the itch for me. It's low-cal. It's non-dairy milk. And I like I like the flavor of it. But I don't really like the flavor of, like, most soy milk. I don't like overly sweet drinks. So like a pumpkin spice latte, like I think it's delicious, but it's like too sweet for me. I it's more like a dessert for me. Um, and again, like 99% of what I drink is just black espresso. So that's where because I'm an adult, damn it. Actually, I've talked about this on streams before, but that is my most toxic trait. Well, it's not my most toxic trait. My most toxic trait is probably my vanity. um, but one of my more toxic traits is that, like, if I see an adult putting sugar in coffee, I'm like, well, that's a baby. Clearly, I'm looking at a child right now. Look at this goo goo gaga. I need sugar with my coffee, baby. But anyway, if you like sugar in your coffee, I apologize for the harsh judgment. That's just then, yeah. Again, that's just me. That's me. What about flavors in coffee? I like a good raspberry mocha. Again, like Jordan, I would probably enjoy all of those things. I just don't order them because for me that is no longer coffee. That is dessert. Like a frappuccino. That's delicious. That's a milkshake. You know, so that's a caffeinated milkshake. I don't know that I've ever had. See, a tiramisu iced latte, that does sound delicious. Again, all these things are delicious. I'm just like, well, it's not a coffee. That's like something else. That's like a dessert. Fine. I mean, no judgment. Well, I guess a little judgment. I guess I just said, like, here's when I judge you. But I acknowledge it's a me problem. It's not a you problem. It's a me problem. I'm the bad guy here. As coffee goes, I like a good IC light. All right, Mike. All right, Mike. Mike, now you're pandering to me specifically. All right. Now you're pandering to me specifically. You're out here like, as far as coffee goes, I like a Permanis cap and egg with an IC light. All right. I see what you're doing, Mike. You're saying stuff like that so that I'll call you out and highlight it in front of the chat. And you can be like, he noticed me. And I did notice you, Mike. I see what you're doing. Your plan worked flawlessly. As far as coffee goes, I love going down to the strip district to the original Permanis, getting the cap and egg and an IC light. I know what you're doing, Mike. You are the Frappuccino villain in this Bond movie. Okay, well, how dare you, Bepna? How dare you? What's denying yourself dessert drinks? That's your most toxic trait. Well, like in the morning. Which country is your favorite? Daryl, I don't even know how to answer that. It sounds Djangoistic. Just answering it would be Djangoistic. She's dreaming. Everyone, she's dreaming. Everyone, shut up. She's dreaming. She's dreaming so hard right now. I know I'm supposed to be engaging with the chat, but I'm trying not to wake her. Look at her go. I'm obsessed with her. Yes, Maggie. What is it? Amanda, no neighbors have ever given me grief over the pups. But like, I mean, a lot of my neighbors' dogs bark a lot more than mine. Like, a lot more. So. How long did it take for Leia and Archer to become close/bond with one another? Well, Archer immediately fell in love with Leia. Like, day one. I would say, oh, Leia, how was your nap, Leia? How was your nap, beautiful girl? You're such a good girl, Leia. It was probably like 3 or 4 months before Leia was just like all about Archer. For a while there, when Archer was a puppy, I was like, do they know they're siblings or do they think they're just roommates? But now they're like a properly bonded pair. They hate being apart. They hate being apart. Somehow I only found out a few weeks ago that dogs can dream. Yeah. They can. Does Leia and Archer like Star Wars too? I don't know. I don't know. They don't really watch television. A little bummed you missed my tea joke. Well, I'm sorry, JJ. Sorry. I am I'm not great at keeping up with the chat. This is on me. Yeah, I know, Jessica. I haven't gone to Starbucks in a while. So, yeah. Also, Archer needs to lose some weight. So I probably shouldn't be just like feeding him whipped cream and sugar and vanilla extract. So, it does sound delicious. Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound delicious? I think he's perfectly handsome too, Ida. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I stopped buying Jessica, because he needs to lose weight. Christian, no, I've never heard them snore. I've never heard them snore. What coffee machine? Amanda, a Breville Barista Express? I think that's it. Whatever the cheapest Breville is, that's what I have. But, like, it's still expensive. It's still, like, $300 or something like that. But, again, it paid for itself in 6 months. So. You can always tickle their paws. Yeah, I could. I mean, I know I can. I'll tickle their paws. Don't worry. He is a goober. It's true. He's not beating the allegations. Did Leia take your bed? No, she didn't. No, I don't remember how much I paid for it, Raj. Like, well, first off, it was a gift. It was a Christmas present from my wife. And second, we got it so long ago. Had it for like 5 years, I think. Did you design the LED light that you have of them? I'm obsessed. No, I didn't design it, Summer. Actually, a friend of mine is a very, very, very talented artist. He's a tattoo artist. You can follow him on Instagram. It is at McKelvey Art, McKelveyArt, at McKelvey Art. And he's one of my oldest friends. Very talented tattoo artist. And I sent him a Google Drive of pictures of Archer and Leia, just like 36 pictures of them. And I was like, can you, and I gave him a sketch of like, I kind of want it to look like this. And he used the pictures and to kind of like do that drawing with their silhouettes. And then I sent it to I don't even remember which one I used, but one of those like custom LED sign companies got it made. So, yeah. Have you ever taken them on vacation? Yeah. Yeah, a couple of times. But Leia, neither one of them enjoyed flying on a plane. And I can't fly with both of them at the same time. They won't let you have two big dogs in the cabin. So it's got to be one at a time. And they don't like being apart. And then Leia doesn't like road trips. She doesn't like being in the car for long periods of time. Because when we're on the highway, I keep the windows closed. And she just wants her head out the window. So she will scream if she can't put her head out the window. Watching in India, 1:20 a.m. night. God bless you all. Thank you, Deep D. It's very sweet of you. Yeah, he does have some cute beats, doesn't he, Maggie? Does Leia adapt to the new car? Still hates it. She still hates it, Iceman. But, like, honestly, I've not been able to spend the time I need to get her adapted to it. I will make a video about it. What games are you playing on PS5? Right now, I'm not playing any games on PS5, Melody. I'm working my way through Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I'm doing that on stream. As soon as that's done, which I think I'll finish it early next week. As soon as that's done, I'm going to play Hell Is Us on stream. And then I think that'll take me through the end of September. And then on October 2nd, Ghost of Yote comes out. And I really want to play that. And then on my Steam Deck, I'm playing Silksong, Hollow Knight Silksong, which is awesome. It's incredible. Such a good game. But, like, I'm playing it in, like, 45-minute increments here and there. Like, in bed at night. Or like, don't tell my clients, but if I have a meeting, like a Zoom meeting, and it's like a 2-hour meeting and I have to speak for 15 minutes of it, I'm playing Hollow Knight for an hour and 45 minutes. So, yeah. But I'm really enjoying it so far. But I'm just playing it on my Steam Deck. So I'm watching from Singapore. It's now 3:55 a.m. Daryl, go to bed. But thanks for hanging out. I really want to go to Singapore. Bye. Take care, Poppy. Thank you for hanging out. Have you played Dredge? I have played Dredge. I never actually beat Dredge, JJ. But I played it. I enjoyed it. But I only played it for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm picturing Leia doing her jump spins in an airplane. No, she was very behaved. She was like, she did cry a little bit on the plane. But yeah. No, Choco Girl, my hypothesis was completely wrong. Choco Girl says, has changing the location of the hashtags changed the engagement levels on the content or no noticeable improvement? So basically, I posted a series of Insta stories where I was like, hey, I noticed that I used to get like around between like 300 and 1,000 new subscribers every single day on YouTube. And I noticed that it just fell off a cliff. And now I'm getting like between 50 and 150, which is still like healthy growth. But that's like, that's like, it's the difference of like 3,000 a month versus like 25,000 a month, which is a big difference. And it just like fell off a cliff. And I was looking at my analytics, and it was all from like new viewers. They can separate it out by new and returning viewers. So my returning viewers all stayed the same, but my new viewers just dropped. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna time you out for 24 hours. Thank you, Squish. Thank you for your help. So you can separate it out by new viewers and returning viewers, and my new viewers just like fell off a cliff. And so I think my content isn't really getting pushed out to people who haven't seen my content before. So my subscriber count has just like plummeted, or my subscriber growth, I should say. Here's the thing, Ida, it's happening to like everyone. Basically all these creators are making these videos complaining about whatever algorithm change they pushed in August. Yeah, I mean, this is very like inside baseball, like how the sausage is made stuff. So I'm sorry if it's boring you, but my views are okay. My average daily view count is like actually more or less comparable to what it had been. It's just my follower growth has just like completely dried up. So, yeah. I mean, Lath, right now, I'm just using my iPhone. This is an iPhone something. 16 Pro, I think. But, yeah, that's it. And then on Twitch, I'm locked into the Elgato ecosystem. So I have an Elgato something mic and camera. Well, I hadn't heard of you until a week or so ago, and I'm here, so I guess I'm lucky. Yeah, Mara, you're Mara. You're one of the few. Do you feed them raw meat? Well, I feed them freeze-dried raw mixers. Leia did used to sit on him on purpose, Cynthia. Yeah. I will yawn like Archer. Long days do actually require a nap. I mean, amen. Amen, am I right? You get it. He's such a good boy. Look at his tail. I'm obsessed with him. Don't get annoyed with me, Archer. I love you. He's such a good boy. Your videos doesn't really come up on my YouTube feed, so I always watch you on IG. Okay, great. Well, great. Thank you. Yeah. You know, again, I've talked about this before. I was very surprised to learn that my audiences are really segmented. So, like, the people who watch me on TikTok are not the same as the people who watch me on Instagram, are not the same as the people who watch me on YouTube. They're very segmented audiences, which was very surprising. I sort of assumed they were, like, all the same people, but they're not. There's not a ton of overlap. Melly says, Archer, my love. Yeah, it's Archer. Well, guys, listen, here's the deal. I've been streaming for a little over an hour. I really enjoyed just hanging out with you guys, but I do have to eat some lunch. Well, Maggie, you were one of the few. You were one of the few, Maggie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, Melissa, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you missed the whole thing. But I got to go eat, Melissa. And I'm going to go live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskies in less than an hour at 2 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. GMT. So, yeah, we'll see you on Twitch. We're going to play some Metal Gear Solid. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. And, yeah, so I hope to see you there. And if not, I'll publish the streaming schedule again. I will almost certainly go live on YouTube on Tuesday. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. This was so fun. I'm going to go eat some lunch and pop an Adderall. Let's do this. Woo! All right, I appreciate you all. Take care. Hope to see you on Twitch later. Bye.